Hey everyone, thanks for checking out our newest video. Today I wanted to talk about renting versus owning. And to help with this video's background, we got one of the most famous basements in all of television, and hopefully that'll resonate with some of the people that are checking out this video, as they themselves might be living in a basement wondering right now, should I be going out and renting, or should I be looking at buying my first place? In order to get today's video across in a more digestible way, I'm going to be looking at the two different scenarios separately, and we'll have some graphics up here behind me explaining all the numbers just so that you don't have to remember them in your head. And we're going to compare them at the end. So does it make sense to save money and rent, or does it make sense to pay a little bit more every month and get involved and invested in a home, in real estate here in the Lower Mainland? So breaking down the cost first, let's look at our purchasing example. So to keep these numbers similar, we're going to be taking a $475,000 purchase price. So a one-bedroom condo in most areas in the Lower Mainland, outside of downtown Vancouver, obviously. And we're going to be looking at it with a 10% down payment. So $47,500. And that's going to require a mortgage of $440,752.50 because there is a default insurance premium mixed in there. So the monthly mortgage cost is $2,575. And I've put in $300 a month for strata fees and $100 a month for property taxes, just to kind of keep it on par with what I generally see for our clients. So with that, we've got a $2,975 total monthly cost if you were to purchase a property. And if we're looking at a 3-year window, that's going to be $63,274.85 in interest only. The remainder is going to be $28,918.65 of principal. So those two amounts are going to equate to the total cost mixed in with strata and property tax. You're looking at $107,100. That is the total cost for 3 years out of pocket to own a property at $475 with a 10% down payment, with $300 monthly strata fees and $100 a month accounting for property tax. Comparing that over, it's reasonable to say $2,000 in monthly rent would get you approximately into the same space as a $475,000 condo. So if we just took $2,000 a month, extrapolated that out for 3 years, 36 months, we're going to have $72,000 of total cost for the rental. So at first glance, that's significantly less cost than what the $107,000 property purchase is going to be. But where it gets interesting is, as I mentioned, there's $28,000, almost $29,000 of principal that or equity that you've accumulated through paying your principal in buying, where you have nothing to show for in the rent. So if we took the $107,100 total cost for owning and reduced what you're going to end up in equity, that $28,000, now you're going to be looking at $78,181.35 in total cost for buying a property over 3 years. That's going to interest or strata fees or property tax, compared to the $72,000 for the rent. The difference is $6,181.35. That's how much less you're going to be paying if you rented for 3 years versus if you purchased a property, in just costs that you're never going to realize any equity or have any value from. At first glance, the rent makes the most amount of sense. You're saving $171 a month. However, that savings is 1.3% of the property value of $475. The only way that renting would make sense in that scenario is if the property didn't appreciate above 1.3%. And we're talking a 3-year period. So if we looked at numbers from the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board and their statistics for condos from 2020 to the price index up to the end of 2022, you're going to see over a 30% increase in price. So yes, monthly costs and cash flow and what it's actually going to cost you to rent versus buying each month, you're going to come out ahead if you rent. However, you're going to have no access to any of the property appreciation that somebody who bought could realize. Now, you could have a loss, but over a 3-year time period, even the last 6 months when we have had declines in housing prices in the Lower Mainland, a 3-year window is such a long period of time to allow prices to come down as well as come back up. So to pay $171 more a month to buy and have an opportunity to realize property appreciation over 3 years in the Lower Mainland, me personally, I'm taking that all day long over renting and not having any of my money go towards any asset or any investment or any savings. Again, that's looking at it from the point of view where, yes, I have 10% down to put on a property. Yes, I have the income to be able to debt service that mortgage, and I can afford to pay close to $3,000 a month for that $475,000 condo at 10% down. So there's a lot of variables put into this. And again, this is looking at just a $475 purchase with 10% down. It's not looking at townhomes where you might be purchasing it with a partner. It's not looking at 3 bedrooms that you could be renting and divvying up the rent to help offset it and reduce the cost by sharing space. It's not taking into consideration any of these variables. It's just looking at $2,000 a month in rent versus a $475 purchase price at 10% down, and showing you the different numbers to take into consideration when figuring out, does it make sense for me to leave the basement or mom and dad's place and go rent for 3 years? Or if I have the ability to purchase, should I be looking at making that investment? Because the property appreciation and the principal that you pay back and the equity you build in that home is always going to outweigh just paying somebody else's mortgage through rent. So I hope this video has been insightful for some, maybe get the wheels turning. If anybody ever had any requests to know what their specific situation would look like on their own side versus whether they should rent or they should buy, what they can afford and what they're actually looking at in potential rental lease amounts, do not hesitate to reach out to us. You can email us at oakmortgage.ca. Check the links in the description of our video below. And please subscribe to our channel so that you can be updated on when the newest videos are going to be coming out to our page. Thanks for watching, everyone.